My score as a human being. Now we'll get some definition later on of human being.
Let them decide their own definition.
No, now you can define your own. Clashes. I have inner clashes. Never, sometimes, never.
Very often is 5, never is 1.
I have outer clashes. Next one, adjust everywhere. I do find difficulty to adjust with. Very often is 5 and never is 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, very often is 5, never is 1. Others at work. Family members. Myself.
That's to adjustment with others, adjustment with family members, and adjustment with myself. That's all.
Are you aware of all the beliefs being harbored and effects of them? Fully aware is 5, and then down the scale. Would you like to change certain beliefs for better? Next one, are you always conscious about your opinions? Next one, is your behavior affected by others' opinion? Next one, does your vision remain positive under challenging and adverse situations? Next one, do you think about what's your real, what is under your control and what is not? Do you think that we are all independent doers? If you strongly believe, it's 5. And then down the scale. Next one, have you ever contemplated who I am? Now there are 2 other fundamental key questions. Is your spiritual path giving you desired result which you can say you have achieved so far? And the last one, do you have clarity about soul, which is Atma, Karma, and liberation? Now name is optional, obviously. Age, we prefer if you put the age, and if you are male or female. So we can do some statistics for our future course of actions, how we can improve ourselves, and also what we can impart to the people. When we are done, we like to collect it. How many, please? Thank you very much for your survey. And then also in your kit is a feedback. So as you go along, if you can give us feedback, what you hear, what you don't hear, or what you like to hear, we really appreciate it. Okay, thank you very much. Now we'll go to our first session. That's Holistic Inner Science and Integral Living. So again, that will be Dr. Mehta, who will try to be more specific into what we can do, we cannot do, or we know, or what our beliefs are. Okay.
So we move on to the date. So coming to holistic science and integral living, Rajni Bhai has already asked you several questions, so if I continue with the same question a little ahead, am I living a balanced and holistic life? We'll see what is the balance of holistic life in a minute. Do I have a happy, harmonious, rich and meaningful inner life? He has already asked you that is the purpose of my life clear. But what he has not asked you, let me ask you a few, let us put here 3 more questions. How do I manage the unfavorable circumstances? Favorable, everybody is managing well. There is nothing much to be managed. But how do I really manage the unfavorable situations? Maybe clashes, maybe illness, maybe somebody's death, near ones. Am I carrying mental baggage that keeps me dragging down? How best to achieve at different stages of life?
What's the mental baggage?
That will. Do you want me to clarify right now? Okay, the mental baggage is what I'm saying is, okay, if we all observe, we have not many memories, especially somebody having hurt us, somebody had not done proper behavior with us. We have some grudges, maybe with against family members, with bosses, with other things, with colleagues at the work, and we are not able to get rid of that. So no sooner if I have something with Rajni by 10 years back, but no sooner somebody talks of Rajni by that baggage does come to me again, and it keeps me dragging down. So mental baggage is what all is lying in my store, which is adversely affecting me, maybe in the terms of past events and past behaviors or past grudges or whatever, but it is still being carried on. It doesn't go away. So that's what I'm saying is mental baggage. It doesn't, I am not able to leave it there and then and move free. No, it does come along with me. That it's your baggage, please handle it. So should I be doing yoga, meditation, mindful living and other practices? What should I be doing? There are so many things available and how best. So how far each can take me? What is in my realm and what is not, and of course should I try to know who am I or should I know who am I? Now coming to what is holistic living, we all are aware that most of our times go behind career and money. Barring senior citizens who are retired, at least majority of the life goes for career or money. And I just read Dalai Lama that somebody asked him, what surprises you? So he said, what surprises me most is, most of the time of life people spend behind acquiring money. And that's how they lose their health, and then they spend most of their money to get their health back. And at the end, they hardly realize that I have not lived the way I should have been lived. Anyway, that's important, I don't say no, but the holistic scientist says that look at all the corners of the life. If we are sitting in a hole, and this Gita Ben tells me that only 1 or 2 corners which are against the guest should be cleaned and not the others which are hidden behind the sofa. They need cleaning only at Diwali time, but no, it should not be. All the corners of the, so corner of my health, time with my spouse or family, time with my kids, spirituality, that is my inner development, that is one aspect. We have already talked about outer and inner balance, that interconnected living with the world as well as my living within, outer and inner living. In other words, I can say that it's individual, familial, social, national or global, all different angles. It do require little attention. We doctors and even WHO now talk of body, mind, soul health. Even the WHO has revised its definition of complete health as not only body health, but mind and soul health. And they do take into consideration holistic centers, what is the overall condition of mind, socio-economic, literary and other things. And of course IQ, EQ and SQ, one of the great scientists had very high IQ, but probably low EQ, so he never get along well with his wife throughout the life. So EQ is emotional quotient and SQ is the spiritual quotient. And ultimately, if I aim for self-realization, then my own relative self and real self. So it's an overall balance if you look through all different corners. Now my question to all of us is, let's take a moment and try to find out where does the problem arise. Most of the times, most of us feel that the problems arise out of situations, out of circumstances, out of somebody doing us something. So do you believe most of you same or do you believe differently? So suppose somebody has invited me to a marriage or a birthday party, and all the things are there, he just comes and says, enjoy yourself. And then I'm left out, and he is busy attending so many other people who are near and dear ones, and I feel, oh, I should not have come to the party. Everything being there, my pride says, let's leave party early, because I'm not being attended, or I'm being ignored, or I'm being neglected. That's what my pride is feeling. Host may not have the same feeling, but I feel, looking to all others, that he's attending to Gita Ben well, he's talking to Rajani Ben more, he's talking to others, he's not even looking at me. So I'm happy or unhappy with my spouse or friend, and do I ever look that it is because of her attributes or because of my own beliefs or my opinions that I'm creating the situation? And of course, everybody brings the spouse to be happy. Then why such a scenario which is contrast to the things? What's really playing the role? And I may have purchased a car, or I purchased a flight ticket, and I did search and bargain whatever I can, and I was happy, oh, I got 2.5% discount. But after a week, Gita and Rajni comes, oh, I got 5% from the dealer, and my greed comes up, oh my God, I lost 2.5. So $20,000, $100 car, I'm not enjoying, but I'm lost in that 2.5% which I've lost, or Rajni has gained. So the meaning thereby, I'm upset or happy or unhappy. I believe that because of or due to the situation or somewhere, but I hardly realize that it's within me. Either it is my anger, it is my pride, it is my greed, it is something coming up within me which is really bothering me. So he already has said that what lies before or behind us are tiny matters compared to what lie within us. So to expand it a little more, inner effects are based, as I already said, on beliefs and opinions and inner weaknesses. All these things work together. It said that what is my belief, accordingly I see and I experience the things. I'll give you one example. I'm enjoying certain things in US, and I'm getting bothered by certain things. Is USA bad? No, my village. Oh my God, these are all eating outside, and they don't know what they are eating, and they are doing harm to their own body, and the cancers are very many because their eating habits are faulty. But my God, why are you getting bothered? It's my belief of looking at the things that, and a funny part I have to tell, when I came here 94 first time, and within an hour, we went to a gathering of satsang. And the first sight, I was for the first time out of India, so I saw that the people, 45, 50, male and female, they come with the half pants. And initially gave me a jerk. But of course, the holistic inner vision was already working within me, so next moment it came to my rescue. Why are you looking at this? It's all saying, look within, and the purpose you have. So it didn't hurt me more, but this is just an example I'm giving. And after a few days, my friend who was staying in the Philadelphia was just laughing at me, he and his wife. So I realized that there's something fussy going on about me. So I asked them, what's happening? So with this dress, in USA nobody moves outside. It's a night dress. So the difference, just to make you aware, so how we perceive and experience the world based on the beliefs. This is a very gross example, but if I go deeper down, now I am aware that whenever I am getting disturbed, whenever I am having confusion within me, whenever I am not able to resolve myself, I just look at, oh, let me see what belief is making it. What is my opinion which is creating my inner situation? So it's said that our own attitude or beliefs are responsible, and second most important thing, most of the times we try to handle the outside situation. There is a lovely funny story, humorous, which came to me through WhatsApp, and it was by CEO of some Google or somebody, and the story was like this, that few ladies went to restaurants, and a cockroach somehow came to and said, of course, here the people sue that why there is a cockroach in the restaurant, but somehow it happened that it came to one lady and sat there. So you can all imagine what must be the reaction. Started jumping with fear and other things, and lady, oh, cockroach, cockroach. Cockroach went to other lady. Second lady also started reacting the same thing. Then cockroach went to the waiter. So waiter was quietly looking at the cockroach for a while, slowly picked up and put it outside. Then he went ahead to say that was it a cockroach which was really a nuisance, or was it an inner situation which was occurring out of cockroach, and the ladies were not handled to handle that situation well, the waiter could handle that well. So the point is, it's okay. One must try to handle the situation outside or do the best efforts. But what is more important is if I can handle my situation inside, which is arising out of that. Sometimes I'm stuck up in traffic so badly, whatever shouting I'm doing, but I'm not doing anything except harming my own self and raising my stress level. So it's not really the traffic, it is my inner situation which is occurring out of traffic, or somebody telling me something which I'm not able to handle. And holistic inner science tries to give the answers here with what visions you can handle your inner self, not handle, you can resolve your inner self for the best, happy, harmonious living in various types of situations. So as I said again, the relative senses and inner machinery, and there is a vision or belief. So now coming to our daily living, some few basics. Unfortunately or fortunately, I have to go through the basics because some are new, some are old. But it is always said that do your basics right for becoming successful. So is the happiness mainly at the physical or outer level? Is it at the sensual pleasure level, five senses? Well, I'm not interested into that, but this definitely interests me, comparison and competition. Because that's human mind, I think. Most of the times, after 10 years of hard work and saving, I made my flat, 3-bedroom whole kitchen. I was very happily living. It so happened that after a year or two, I happened to go to my junior colleagues or another junior friend's place. Oh my God, he had a very, very big bungalow. And that flat which was giving me happiness so far started making me unhappy. And still I was managing myself, but my wife started pushing me. You have not done anything in your career so far. Look at the world, where the world is moving. So the competition and comparison, and how many horses in the race course really get number one. All others are breathless, and the number one has more tension than when the others will surpass me. So really nobody is deriving at the happiness. Then what is the answer? Holistic scientist says natural and normal living. Natural and normal living. Natural means everybody has got their own things according to their desires or beliefs or sort of tenders. So enjoy whatever you have and don't bother for the things unavailable. Enjoy whatever is available and in front of you. Don't get bothered or stuck up into the things which are not available at the moment. And what we do is we have created all the amenities with us. We have good sofas and good easy chairs, but sitting there we never enjoy because we are embedded in something which is not available or which is to be sold or which is to be acquired. And a good rose flower doesn't blossom into competition of someone. Neither a good blueberry or strawberry is so nice in competition to somebody's nature. So holistic inner science visions, few of the visions, if we try to understand, everybody is seeking happiness all throughout life. If I can say that, I think I'm not wrong, including myself and every living being. But does the happiness really come at the level of heart? If yes, how, and if not, why? So the one thing is, no sooner we try to make somebody happy. Suppose Geeta Ben and Prakash Bhai has been working through last 1 month or 15 days from the moment they decided to hold this seminar. Even before inviting you, they must have been feeling happy all throughout, even though they have to put some work. Why? Suppose today is a Father's Day or something and you decide that, okay, we'll gather a few kids and we'll throw a small party. You may have decided 10 days back. Before even spending $1, you must have been starting feeling inner fulfillment or happiness. If I decide to help somebody, anybody, in any way, maybe through money, may not be through money, by any way. From the moment I decide, even before I really go out and help, I start feeling fulfillment or happiness within me. So what is the secret? So it says that whatever actions of my mind, body, speech, which are going to make others happy, make me happy first, which are going to help others, help me first. How does it help me? It gives me sense of fulfillment, it raises my inner well-being. If I'm put to machines or put to auras, it can notice the positive changes. That, oh, my hormones, endorphins are getting released, the positive hormones, positive atoms and molecules. And I believe that with little positivity, all the atoms and molecules in my body start becoming positive, my aura field becomes positive and it attracts positive things towards me. And even if it doesn't attract, at least I'm full within myself. So before obliging others, so everybody has said, I was not understanding why everybody is saying the same thing. Vivekananda said the same thing, live for others, and one who lives for others has really lived well. Mahavir also went ahead and said the same thing, yoga, upyoga, paropkara, and I was really struggling to find out why everybody is saying others, others, others. What is this others all about? And to say furthermore, my modern intellect was not accepting it. That I have enough of stuff, enough of things with myself, let me handle it first and then I'll look to somebody else. But when I realized that before obliging others, I am being obliged myself, and before helping others, I am being helped myself, and reverse way also, before hurting others, I am being hurt myself. No sooner I decide to fire my staff, he may be enjoying, but I at least start getting disturbed. So whenever all of us are passing through some situations, whenever our mind or inside says, okay, I'll tell something to this fellow and I'll take them, what does he or he understands, even before we speak out, if we look our face in the mirror, or if we are attached to the machines, will not like to see the results. And if Prakash Bhai Gita means secretly takes the video and says, delete it, please not this one, the better one. So it affects me first. So then I realized that, oh, there is no other in the world, because even by my interconnected living, I am attached with everybody, either positively or negatively. Whatever actions of my mind, body, speech, which are going to help or make others happy, do make me happy or help first, and whatever actions are going to hurt or disturb others, do disturb me first. So when I realized this simple truth, oh, why I could not realize it for so long? Because nobody made me look inside so far. And then it becomes very simple, and that is how the world is me only, and there is no other in the world. So now I resolve every morning that let my mind, body, speech not hurt any living being, and let my mind, body, speech make one and all happy. And then during the day, if somebody is hurt, I'll beg pardon from within. So the first lesson which I learned is I should learn to look within. At every walk of my living, at every moment, I was looking outside what is happening, but I was never looking. And now I started looking within, that each action of my mind, body, speech do have inner effect on me. So that makes my choices very clear, what should be my choices. So a word about relative versus real happiness. What I mean by relative versus real happiness is, relative happiness is one which is coming through circumstances, animate or inanimate, either in interconnected living, either from the situations. So it is dependent on the circumstances. Okay, accepted, it is a truth, I accept. But suppose I am given all the circumstances according to my desire. I go to Rajini Bhai's daughter's or son's party, marriage party, and he treats me like anything. How long would I enjoy? Couple of days? Third day I will get tired and say, oh, take out this tie and suit, put and let's have the khichdi at the home. So the relative happiness cannot make me happy for all throughout. For some time I would enjoy, then I'll get bored, I'll seek something new, again I'll enjoy, I'll get bored. So it doesn't give me the lasting happiness. Okay, despite, leave it aside, if I'm given whatever amount of money I want, good family, good status, everything, if I look within myself, am I all done? Or something still is more, something is missing? I would feel that something still is more or something is missing, even if I have everything outside or everything as per my desire. Why? Because that's the very nature of relative happiness, that not knowing my core of being, I'm trying to seeking it from little outside my core of being. And as in electricity, if you put two wires together, there is going to be spark. If you put two wires parallel, there is going to be light. So they say that not knowing your core of being, you are trying to have the happiness, belief-based happiness from the relative objects. It is known as object referral, or the circumstantial reference, or the phases referral. Let it be there, but be aware that it does not relieve you from the inner unrest. There is always some little unrest, and one cannot, it does not quench the thirst, and the fear does remain. How many of us are fear-free? Free of all types of fears. As long as I am dwelling in relative, there can be so many types of fears. Today's good health may not be good tomorrow. Today's job may not be there tomorrow, and EMIs are pounding there. And if I can cross all this, at least the fear of death is lurking. It's good that the expiry date has been covered, but if somebody talks about, don't talk about that subject, right? As against that, the real happiness is independent of circumstances. It's a state of bliss. The thirst is quenched and one can become fear-free, but it starts after knowing who am I really. That is to say, what is my true nature of being. Now, everybody must be now aware of the goal or purpose of life. First question is why we should have a goal. To my younger, then I don't see many younger faces, but that's fine. Okay. Because initially I was also moving as the things were moving, I was moving. But then I thought that without a goal, my inner energies do not get channelized. It's only after the goal is a little bit clear that my inner energies and everything gets channelized, my inner understanding opens up and universe also helps me. Nature is all ready to help you. There's everything in the nature. But whom to connect? Without goal, with what things you connect and what would nature offer you? So this secret came to me afterwards, that once you try to have your goal, nature is all set out from within and without to supply you everything, not only circumstances, but understanding and everything and energy and whatnot and even the instruments for that. So now one can have any type of goal, but the holistic science says that couple it with two basic things. One, to use your mind, body and speech for others, which we already said, have obliging nature. Now the next question, should I go out and find out, stand on the street, whom can I help? No. It's my inner intent, my inner attitude, my inner inclination, rest will be done by nature. Whatever walk I may be, I'm a doctor, I'm allowed to take my fees, but I should have inner intent to soothe somebody, to help somebody, the businessman, or somebody may be in a business, somebody may be in a manufacturing line, somebody may be even a housewife. But if the inner intent is to help the people, even in a business, those who have flourished and lasted long have some inner vision that let my consumers be benefited. Let the interest of my consumers stand first in front of my profit, and then the profit or my earning is to follow it as a byproduct. So the intent counts, and if your intent is good, that is the main product, the byproduct, that is not only money, but name, fame, love, everything, cooperation would follow as a byproduct. But if I'm running after byproduct, probably it's not working out. And second, I should have the goal to know who am I, to get rid of all puzzles and bondages, to have the permanent happiness and liberation, and possibly to know the ultimate truth. Now, again coming back to the road, daily living, because all good things said and done are good for seminars. What about daily living? Tomorrow or evening I am to go back to my normal living. So, coming to daily living, what are the main hurdles to happy life? Inner clashes and outer clashes. So, in all human interactions, wherever we have, in the family, in a society, we go to a mall, either we are a buyer or we may be a seller, or anywhere, we may be standing at the airport, the flight is delayed, wherever we have a lot of interactions. And these human interactions either can have, most of the times we are trying to find the faults with others. Flight is delayed, they are not doing anything, their job properly, they are not informing us properly, somebody is not driving properly, somebody in the house is not taking care as they should have been. So either we can be finding faults, blame somebody very easy, except myself, I can blame anybody. And I can have 100 reasons to blame anybody, and of course that leads to lack of harmony. Or I can be having harmony, looking at somebody's positivity or virtues and love, so that it is for us to choose which road we want to and how can we. So what happens as soon as we have the clash? I saw that no sooner I have a clash, right or wrong, mostly I'm right, never I'm wrong, that's why I have a clash, but at least, even though I'm right, my pride says I'm right, I have done it, my job, I have conveyed it, but I am disturbed, I lose my harmony within, my energy level goes down, and sometimes my mood goes off. So Rajani Bhai says, please have a look at this thing, this needs to be finished. Please leave it, I'll do it later on. When my mood returns, my clarity returns back. So there's a lot of inner loss. So first golden key, second golden key, I would say, first we have already said, decide to avoid